Hello to all my friends out there. So I want to make some cheap scrambles just in case, God forbid, the inflation starts to strike and we have less money. Okay, so I have some dry onion, potatoes. I had this is nice, garlic, pepper seasoning, and salt. You want to put the onion in later so it doesn't burn. And then I have one hot dog. So, admittedly, this is some pretty cheap food, you guys, but let's say things get bad in the future and you barely have enough money to pay your rent. You basically have almost no money left after you pay your rent. So you want to have some cheap recipes. And another thing is, make sure when you're buying food, your seal's on there. I got a couple things, and when I opened them, there wasn't a seal. That is super dangerous. Plus, then you get it home, and months later, you go to eat it. So just get into the habit of checking the food out. You know, check things out before you put your money out there. Okay, so I have one small potato, and I bought these little bags of potatoes for $1 at 99 cents only. So that's one of the things you want to stockpile. I stockpile instant potatoes. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, and rice. So I have one egg, and I have some powdered milk mixed up from last night. So for one egg, I usually use about 1 tablespoon milk. You don't need to use up your resources. If all it takes is 1 tablespoon, start being cheap and using just the 1 tablespoon. And then you want to beat your egg good. You want to get it mixed up good with the egg. So these scrambles are going to make a lot of food for us. And this is all working in with the $5 food challenge. You could have your eggs on the side if you don't want to pour them on, but this should taste pretty good. You gotta have salt and pepper on eggs, or I don't know, to me they just taste really horrible without salt and pepper. And you want to stockpile ketchup, you know, so you can have some ketchup. And make sure, like if you're eating hamburgers out, if you're entitled to ketchup or mustard or mayonnaise, you get it and you keep it for the day you might not have any. Okay, so let's move over here. Okay, I hope everybody is doing good. Just be working on your stockpile a little bit each day. I was thinking about going back to work as a hairdresser, and my son said, "No, Mom, you don't want to do that. That's going backwards." And I thought, you know, that was really true. I was trying to get out of the service business and get into a merchandise business for years. So, you know, I'm probably not going back to doing hair. For one thing, I do almost everything my son tells me to do. People pay him a lot of money for his advice, and I get it free. So this is going to be a nice big meal. So if you guys have an egg challenge, I would like to hear it. Okay, now this could be any meat. And another thing is, don't listen to this no eating lunch meat stuff. Eat everything in moderation. Don't go crazy. there's no way you can compare the protein in eggs to the protein in meat, or the protein in even a hot dog, as cheap as it is, to some tofu, in my opinion. Okay, let's move back over here. So I have a little tea, so I'm drinking all my tea. So start making note of these cheap recipes, so that if times get really, really bad, or you lose your job or something, you won't be going hungry. I think there's a lot of people going hungry now. So, if you can get a few cheap recipes. I get the hot dogs at Aldi's, or Walmart has hot dogs 77 cents. The eggs are about 18 cents. A hot dog is about 10 cents. The potatoes are cheap. This could be bacon. This could be Spam. This could be Vienna sausages. It could be hamburger. And so just make sure you stockpile potatoes. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.